Hello. It's the most wonderful day of the week. It's Sarah Wednesday.
Hello, my lovelies.
Sarah is joining us today, and everything is better when Sarah's around. So, thank you. All right, and welcome to Black and Orange, Political Tarot and Astrology. I am here literally every single day of the year, and I have been for 5.5 years. Not kidding. And other than 2 emergencies, yeah, every single day for 5.5 years. Boy, having Saturn on your ascendant, that's a thing. That's a thing. You don't get away from Saturn. Yeah. Anyway, but we have got epic troll slayers. You have made this possible because you've been so protective. Thank you. And this is a great community. Thank you for being so kind to each other and being so kind to us. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah will be timestamping as we go.
Yes.
So you can pick and choose what you're interested in or watch back on a higher speed or whatever works for you. So I'm having some allergies. I've been sneezing and what have you. But I guess I need to pull up the questions because I get lost if I don't have the questions.
That's okay. That is okay.
What else was I going to say?
We have our little Nomi with us today.
Oh, the gnome. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Basically, what we have here is it sent me to the wrong place. There. Basically, what we have here. I saw this. I was like, "Wait, this has to be the thing today." Because I think this gnome is all of us. It's summer. Should be lovely. But this gnome is just there like. This is us right here.
Oh yeah.
So, so anyway, that's what we're doing today. Sorry, I'm making noise. Sorry.
You're good. You are good.
So, what have you got for us, Johnny?
So, you mean to go with
Johnny Sarah?
Episode? Right.
Sarah John? What have you got for us, Sarah John?
On today's episode, Speaker Mikey decided to break with Trump and demand the release of the Epstein files.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is glorious. This is glorious, marvelous. Sorry, go ahead.
Trump says those who question him on Epstein, especially those on the right, are weaklings. And towards the end, we will discuss how it turns out that Annie is not, in fact, okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. So let's dive in, shall we? At 3:40.
I don't know about diving. I mean, we'll work on it, but maybe like
let's chip away at it, shall we?
We just start with the barge pole, just kind of. But no, okay, we'll jump in here.
Speaker Mikey, go ahead.
Speaker Mikey, we're starting. 4 minutes in.
Yes, Speaker Mikey decided to break with Trump and demand the release of the Epstein files. In order to force this to happen, it would require 218 signatures. We know that Dems would be on board. Could Mikey round up the other signatures needed? As it stands right now, Dems have 212 seats. So basically, other than himself, he just needs to find 7 random individuals that he can be like, you, and they have to not hate him enough to go, okay.
Hang on, did you say 212?
Yes, Dems have 212. Because there's vacant seats that haven't been filled yet.
Oh, okay.
So we have 212 to their 220 at the moment.
So we just need 6. 212 to 218.
Yes. Well,
Are there no? There are Democrats seats empty? Is what you're saying?
there's 212 Democrat seats full at the moment. So 6 plus Mikey. So we need 5 people.
Okay, why literally a song just blasted through my head going, the right stuff.
Great. Now I've got the new kid. I've got it.
I'm sorry. I don't know why.
You're good. I was
I
a
wasn't
huge
even a
blockhead
fan.
back in the day. You were.
Oh, you were?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I wasn't, but that just went straight through my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, we got to worry about Fetterman. That's true, Grace.
Well, yeah. Yeah, 210 was the vote yesterday. They didn't quite get enough people. So maybe with Mikey on board and rallying the troops.
Okay. There is the practicality of the situation, and then there are my own personal feelings, and they are wildly different.
Yes.
And I cannot express to you how frustrated that we probably all are, but how frustrated I am with this situation. The card for the reading is the Justice card. There are laws in place that are there because they're supposed to protect the victims. However, this has been so wildly mismanaged.
Yeah.
And people never prosecuted. And for a government body, certainly any part of law enforcement, to release a bunch of names without bringing charges could be a real problem. Now, personally, there were at least 184 victims. I think everyone who ever looks sideways at Epstein or the ghoul, I think that we need to know who all of them are.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it says something about our society that we're reticent to release the names of the victims when what should happen is that everyone should be rallying around every single one of those victims and giving them our support and opportunities. And
yeah,
right now we've just been waiting. That was the card for the reading. We've just been waiting and waiting and waiting while Dumpy got into power by just ringing this bell over and over and over and over. King of Pentacles. Republicans have benefited from this foot-dragging garbage, to put it nicely. These are votes. Decisions. Final card is Strength. Isn't Maxwell talking about exposing some names?
That's been floated around. So
Okay.
that's the word on the street. So,
because she'd live longer. As long as everything's still a secret, she's in danger, girl. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be a little nervous, but my personal feelings are separate from the practicalities of the situation and the ultimate goal, which is the absolute most justice possible. And if we can't get that kind of justice, the proper justice, then just some shunning.
Yes.
Some social shunning of the men who were involved would be good.
Very much so. And
then I'm sorry. I just want to throw something in. I'm really chatty today, apparently. There was a while back that in a forum, and it was a forum about well, basically what came up was a man in his 40s decided he was going to date a woman, and eventually married her, actually, who he found by going through Instagram and sliding into girls' DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular young woman that he chose was 23 when they met. And she had a kind of public persona that was extremely Lolita core.
Oh dear.
She looked younger than her age, and she played it up. And that's who this guy went for. And I was saying, this is unacceptable. This is gross.
Right.
And I had a number of people, mainly younger than I was, like a lot younger, saying, oh, they're adults, they can do what they want. He shouldn't receive any, he shouldn't get any grief for that. Leave everybody alone. And I'm just sitting there, and it dawned on me that, one, they were closer in age to her. But the other thing is growing up, we, and many of you, we grew up in a society where if you did not shame rich white men, there were no other limits on what they could do.
Right.
I mean, literally, it'd be like people getting away with everything,
right,
and then getting opportunities. So I know that there are younger generations right now who might be thinking, somebody shouldn't be shamed. But yeah, they should, if there's nothing else, because we grew up without justice, and in this case there hasn't been justice.
Right.
So,
right.
And no matter who it is. All right, I will stop talking now, but anyway.
Oh, goodness. Well, Heather has a question. At 13 in. What are Mike Johnson's true thoughts and motivations going against Trump and calling for this release? Is this a sign that he's ready to think beyond Trump's wishes and save his own far-right support? I've been saying from the jump, they are going to give him power, him being Trump, as long as it benefits them. And the second that it stops benefiting them and it starts ebbing on their own power, that's when you're going to find the cleave and leave, if we're talking biblically here, with Mr. Moses over here. And that's where we're going to, yeah. So...
So, and here's the thing. It might be a matter that Mr. Holier than any of us maybe has hit a hard limit. But if nothing else up until now has made him hit his hard limit, so Susan's asking, wanting to put in Vance. Oh, don't worry about us talking about anybody in the chat. Don't worry about us talking about Annabelle. We're going to get there, but we have real respect for energy, high vibration energy, low vibration energy. We have respect for that, but we also, in order to combat that, we like to use humor. We like to have a good time with it, just to lighten the the vibration of it. So,
Yeah.
Queen of Wands. Well, again, this is not when you read cards and you do politics every day for years on end, you have to get into the minds of other people. And what I'm getting here is if women can't have all these rights if they're not sent out into the world, on the cold, cruel world on their own to make their own decisions about everything, then we have to protect them. Hello. Misogyny. Or it isn't, and I wouldn't even say it's women hatred, it's just they are lesser to him. Poverty, out in the cold. This is the bringing temperance upon the victims. A lot of people feeling very beaten up for a long time. Disappointment. Queen of Swords. That would be going to your Pam Bondi, your whomever. So, in his twisted view of the world, he actually is disappointed. And he wants to force Bondi, who is also a woman, to
fall in line.
Oh, I'm glad you like the little gnome.
I mean, he's got his little, behind his cup, he's got his little loose black fingers. Just, you know, and talking about Bondi and all of this, and leading into the next question here in just a second, part of what brings up a lot of the next question is, you know, and I remember when this first came out in February, vaguely, but in February, Pam Bondi issued a memo to the FBI. And was like, hey, I've got some of this. Oh, wow, Raymond. Wow. Oof.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pam Bondi issued a memo that says, I have X amount of information. You have the rest. You need to give it to me. Because at first she said, give me the info. And they were like, no. And she's like, no, you're giving it to me. And,
Oh, wait.
The internet remembers.
She may
not remember, but the internet remembers.
Yes, and we are one of those little shows on the Tube of Views that we bring receipts whenever possible. Office of the Attorney General, Washington, D.C., February 27th, 2025. Dear Director Patel, before you came into office, I requested the full and complete files related to Jeffrey Epstein. In response to this request, I received approximately 200 pages of documents, which consisted primarily of flight logs, Epstein's list of contacts, and a list of victims' names and phone numbers. I repeatedly questioned whether this was the full set of documents responsive to my request, and was repeatedly assured by the FBI that we had received the full set of documents. Late yesterday, I learned from a source that the FBI field office in New York was in possession of thousands of pages of documents related to the investigation and indictment of Epstein. Despite my repeated requests, the FBI never disclosed the existence of these files. By 8 a.m. tomorrow, February 28th, the FBI will deliver the full and complete Epstein files to my office, including all records, documents, audio and video recordings, and materials related to Jeffrey Epstein and his clients, regardless of how such information was obtained. There will be no withholdings or limitations to my or your access.
You note up top, this came from the server of the Justice Department.
Justice.gov, look at that. Pamela Bondi, Attorney General.
So apparently the leprechauns have stolen all her thing and popped up with the Men in Black bleeper and erased all of her memory. So,
yeah.
So, with all of this, but coming back into,
let me double check on the state of getting a release.
Okay.
Because I don't think any of us are holding our breath. Isabel said the internet is forever. Yes. Pretty much the only real way to get something off the internet or get something out of sight is it just getting buried by the sheer amount of stuff that's being piled on top of it. Because even back in the 90s, they figured out, and they've since gone with it, that it's actually cheaper to just get more storage than to go get rid of other stuff. So it just piles up. But anyway, okay, releasing names. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Sandy gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat.
So sweet.
Thank you. I don't like that I don't have any major arcana here, but okay, there was the plan and communicating and Knight of Wands. Oh, absolutely, we're going to get this information because they thought it was going to be full of Democrats. And we're gonna get it all, and we're going to release it all. We're going to just throw everything out there. Yes.
No, I'm putting a link in chat. That is the actual direct link to the memo that is still on the Justice Department's website. So
I'm not getting a breakthrough. What I'm getting is Donald Trump's legacy of partying is what I'm getting. Let me see if I get anything more. Will it be released? Will the information be released? Maybe he was already on the flight logs, wasn't he? And he was already in Epstein's contacts book. What happened to the picture, the photographs, the blackmail material?
Well, I do know that Democrats have been posting gigantic poster size while they're debating everything on the House floor today. There's gigantic poster size photos of Trump hanging out with Epstein on the House floor. So
this is standing up and saying, no, this will happen. That's the card for the reading, and this is aggressive. This isn't going away. Just when you think you can walk away from it, these people have built their lives around this. There was hang on. I grabbed a screen capture last night. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to see, but this is floating. Oh gosh, quit that. Stop it. This is floating around the internet. Hang on. Move that up. Done. Okay. This is what's floating around the internet. MAGA. Fork in the road. One side says, admit liberals were right. The other side says, support a child molester.
Oof.
So, nothing to see here. No, nothing here. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Sitting pretty. So the men who did this, just enjoying their Page of Cups. There are the victims. Walking away, leaving things incomplete, and I see, again, I'm not getting a major arcana breakthrough. I'm just getting people not letting this go.
Well,
even Rogan's mad. Even
Yeah.
Tucker's mad. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also all of these people, the conspiracy theorists have. I mean, Alex Jones is furious because they've built their whole base on this for years about all the evil libs that are on this list.
Right.
And now the list is just gone. And so either he's either on it or he's covering from somebody that's on it. So, but
they believe he is a part of the cover up, and that is the last place.
Well, good seg here, because he's decided that all MAGAs who question anything regarding Epstein are.
Oh, wait. So Dumpy is where is it? Okay, so Dumpy is saying, okay.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Orangina has declared all MAGAs who question anything regarding Epstein as weaklings and have brought into the left's new scam about what will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, and my past supporters have bought into this BS hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will, even after being conned by the Lunatic Left for 8 long years. That hurt my throat. Knowing that Epstein is a line that a large number of his followers can't cross, will his insulting them turn more against him?
As I'm shuffling.
Chicken taco, always chickens out. Chicken taco, bluster and then doubt.
Thank you, Rose.
Convict, criminal, felon, con, commander-in-chief and spawn. Big mouth, small heart, full of bluff. When the heat is on, he's never tough. Con man, huckster, robber too. Scoundrel, swindler, through and through. 34 frauds, 6 bankruptcies, cheat, crook, shyster, he's all sleaze. 2 weeks, the time of make-believe. When it's hard he leaves, a gross, disgusting skis. This would be king of thieves. His cruelty is in hazy. His racism is crazy. Confronted he is cagey, dim-witted and so lazy.
Oh, I like these cards.
You can actually find this
isn't hazy.
on the channel.
His racism is crazy. Confronted, he is cagey, dim-witted and so lazy.
We're almost done.
His cruelty isn't hazy. His racism is crazy. Confronted, he is cagey, dim-witted and so lazy.
Okay.
It's on YouTube on the channel.
It's here on the channel. It's just click on the name of the channel here, and both Swing Chicken Taco, which is the name of that, and Nazi Ferratu. There are videos I made for them with the lyrics here on this channel. Thank you. I'm loving these cards. You're toast. Oh, people are turning on him. Woo boy! All right, card for the reading is this dimwit.
Mm.
So there's Trump the man, not the emperor, the man.
Mm.
What? Huh? Who? There's nothing here. What? Huh? Again, you have someone there who has access now to thousands upon thousands of documents. And justice is key here. And don't forget that even the youngest children, one of the first things that they cognitively understand is what's fair and what's fair.
Mm-hmm.
He can try to tap dance his way through this all he wants, because on the other side, they're just going to keep talking and typing, and it ends in the tower. Kaboom. So I asked for some clarification, and I got how hurt and angry his base is.
Do tell, yeah.
That these girls who should have grown up and had, this happy family, they ended up in the worst place. Because of absolute no gray area, disgusting evil that these men chose. And now this jerk is covering up for it. It's all over these cards, and it ends in major arcana. Just, I don't think this is going away. I don't think this is going away. The cards have been very clear for days and days and days on this.
Well.
Whew. Well, as Lewis says, make America grr again. Yeah. Well, the other thing is, in Nazi Ferratu, I mean, one of the lines I wrote was, he said, make America great again, GRATE.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Candy. You became a new member. Thank you.
I agree, Amy Albert. Yeah, those benefits aren't supposed to be able to be used that way. So
thank you, SKB. Thank you.
Y'all are so sweet. All right, at 3250, Scan Man has a question. At some point we will find out some of these lists. Are we going to find out that Clarence Thomas is tied up in any of these reports for Epstein? Will there be any linkage there officially? Yuckadoo.
It's not like there's never been any accusations of misconduct about him. Alleged allegations. Although I haven't heard of it skewing young. I've just heard about it entertainment only. I've just heard about it skewing gross.
Yeah.
But this guy, he could not possibly be more full of himself. That he is judgment. He is on high and bigger than everybody else and more important, and everybody should be, the Supreme Court equivalent of sir with tears in their eyes. Yeah, and even he thinks he's even bigger than the president because he's there for longer. Yeah. I cannot express to you how full of himself this man is. I'm not picking up a lot. He's in with the super rich. There have been allegations of ickiness, of a lot of ickiness. Maybe that'll come to light, but I'm not getting kaboom. But he's gross.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Let's-
exactly, Bern. Buy me a motorhome and I'm your boy. Oh, well, let's not use the word boy. Let's not do that.
And I'm your dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your man.
Yeah.
Buy me a motorhome and I'm your man.
All right. Well, let's sort of shake off the
Okay.
the Epstein. All right.
Please.
Yes. And moving on. Not necessarily better, but different. So at 35:21, Bella Hasnas has a question. Says, "Hi, my name is Kathy. I listen regularly on replay. Thank you. As I'm usually with my grandsons. I'm very concerned about the vanishing education department. And if you could read about it, please, and hopefully it has a better future."
Probably not for a couple of years, but
Kathy, we're just going to preface this by saying thank you, and we're here. I mean, Linda McMahon confused A1 sauce with AI, and
forgot about that.
And she couldn't math the other day. She thought that 1.3 million was 13 billion or something. I don't know. Like and everybody was like, "What are you talking about? Like, do you not know? Do you have a calculator? Like, do you know? Do you know? Get your bottle of A1 sauce out and ask it the difference of." Now, I know many athletes. I mean, I will give Linda this. Like in the 90s and the early 2000s, when most women her age were not jumping in the ring and different and getting her butt handed to her in dress pants and pantsuits and getting whatever. I mean, bless her for being all in. And she put up with Vince for $1 million in 10 years, although $1 million in $10 probably has something to do with that. But I don't know. I don't know. Yes, and the Harvard letter too. I forgot about that.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah.
If it was 50, 60 years ago, I mean, maybe we could say, all right, if you're using an old typewriter.
She's acting like she got an abacus. No, ma'am.
But even that doesn't work because back in the olden days, they didn't have the oldest typewriters. They didn't have a number 1. You were supposed to use a capital I.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of how you end up with World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
So they go with the Roman numerals. It's not great. I wish I could say it's going to be okay, but there's a lot of damage that COVID did, that just a lot of damage overall. Plus, a lot of the Department of Education has a lot more to do with like student loans.
Mm-hmm.
And that is concerning.
Yes.
So yeah, they got in there and they have their little prancing victory with the kids, and she has just run roughshod. But right now we have to endure because there's not much we can do at the moment. And I'm sorry, I wish I had more.
Yeah. Like last go around. See, here's the thing. Last go around, he picked bad people, but they vaguely fit into the shape he was trying to shove them into. Like last time around, he put Linda over at the Small Business Association. She helped run the WWE. I mean, so not always well, but she had business experience. You know what I mean? Like this time around, it's just like shuffling a deck and fling them in everywhere. And my brain hurts. But that's a whole other discussion that we've
card
had.
down.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Yes,
you're good.
Card down, but as it fell, I got the deck and shuffled, and look what's at the bottom of the deck. Emperor, Devil. Look at that. Hold, please.
And that's another, man, the segs today have been just chef's kiss. Because the next question is from Cosmic Goat Lady at 4015. As the midterms get closer, will Trump's erratic behavior and dictatorial acts get worse? Oh, I'm seeing the leader of the Heritage Foundation hovering when Trump does a speech these days.
Because unfortunately, I know it's hard, but we potentially, not guaranteed, but we potentially have at least another year and a half of this. But things could happen better things could happen before then.
Yeah.
So, what am I reading on?
Is he going to act more full the closer
yes.
we get to 2026? Yes.
Yeah, sorry, my brain was still thinking about McMahon.
No,
Trump erratic behavior. Day ending in day. Is it going to get worse? A day ending in day. I'm just suddenly, by the way, I'm okay. I'm fine. But I'm just suddenly feeling kind of dizzy and confused. Mainly he's going to retreat into his safe spaces. I mean, yes, the cruelty at like Alligator Auschwitz. And anyone who thinks I'm being hyperbolic, Auschwitz didn't start out being what it turned into.
Oh no, did not.
Just saying.
And anybody? Oh, and then when they try to point out, that Alligator Alcatraz, it's just a work camp. Anybody remember the inscription when you entered Auschwitz? Work will set you free. Yeah,
was that Auschwitz or Dachau?
One of them, I think.
Or what was the other one?
I want to say Auschwitz, but I could be wrong.
Oh no! I'm just saying there were so many. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, all this cruelty, this just all goes together. First card. Democrats starting to pull together. Actually, also some former Republicans saying, you know what? Now that I'm seeing this and my worldview's been turned on its head, I'm not saying they're all going to, but there are some who are going to be like, the Democrats talk about actually saving Medicare, Medicaid, actually improving SNAP benefits, the things that affect me directly. This is Trump's legacy, but this is the dynasty. This is just him retreating into his safe little world. At fruits of labor, whatever he's accomplished may be what they are, but he's a day late and a dollar short. They are coming. He's coming up short on. Yeah. So I'm not necessarily getting that he's going to completely lose it. I think he's already sliding that way, so he's retreating in on himself.
Okay.
And if you think he golfs a lot now, or doesn't have anything on his schedule, you think you have that now. Oh, it's going to get much worse.
Oh yeah.
Steve's saying the apricots are rotting on the trees in Iowa because no one can pick them. Oh man,
there's tomatoes in somewhere that there's just rows and rows and rows, and they're just there because those can't be done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cindy.
There was. Why is my brain? Why am I coming? I apologize that my brain is not able to remember. Begins with a B. Benin.
Somebody else mentioned that one earlier.
Anyway. Yeah.
Bergen-Belsen.
Thank you. Bergen-Belsen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Okay.
It is Wednesday, so we're going to rearrange a couple of things real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just so that way we've got time to we're going to cover one other question and then Miss Annie. So, and I would have put this off, but I've been tickled and I've seen several of you talk about this in the last couple of minutes over here in chat. So we're going to bump up number 8 at 46 even.
Oh, yes.
And I have more deets on this too.
Oh,
so
okay.
My husband is a huge football guy.
Pour the tea.
Yes. Okay. So, first, Trumplethinskin strong-armed his way into the trophy presentation ceremony when Chelsea won the World Cup. Then he wouldn't leave while the team was celebrating, ensuring he was front and center for all the photographs. And as if that were embarrassing enough, he proceeded to leave with the actual gold-plated cup, forcing FIFA to scramble to give Chelsea FC a copy. He says this was gifted to him, but others are dubious. Will the White House return the FIFA trophy, even though Squaky-TACO claims that he was told to keep it? So here's
Squaky-TACO.
Yes,
love that.
Thank you, Chris Cool, for that one. So here's now, since all of this, it's a little different. Because of us hosting things this year, what was supposed to happen, okay, was that Trump was supposed to be able to put the actual World Cup on display for a limited amount of time. And at that point, it would go to Chelsea, the winner, Chelsea. Well, he has decided it's a gift. They gave it to me. It's a gift. It's mine now.
Well, yeah. Because he's a materialist.
Yeah.
In the ugliest sense.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, let's be honest. Do you remember what Trump's office used to look like in Trump Tower?
Mm-hmm.
And as much as we like to think about, he had a little office, you open the door and there he was. No. If you had seen the behind the scene or the tours he would give, his office was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And there was his desk with all the piles, but the whole place was just packed with, that's when I was on that cover. That was a gift from this famous person, allegedly. This is about me. That's 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 about me. Do you see? This is my living room. I call it the study, but this is my living room. Do you see anything here? There's my comfy chair, the great chair of happiness. I have my little tower here. Thank you, Paula, for this idea, where I have the different parts of my business access right there.
Mm-hmm.
I have all my binders and all these projects I need to finish. It is a cat bed. It's Flora. Okay, and your office there.
Yeah, my office here. I've got. Okay. In 5th grade, they gave me PE Student of the Year, which I find absolutely hysterical.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I was a portly little pepper pot even back in 5th grade. So I won it with my shining personality. But I keep this because I find it hysterical. So
that's different. That's wonderful.
Yes. But yeah, everything is figure outable. Yeah. There's that's really the only me thing here. So, I mean, these are work binders.
Yeah.
Gifts for my kids. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to the best of my knowledge, you really only got that Kelsey banner because you were like being supportive of your daughter.
Yeah, well, yeah. Tara, the kids are Swifties, huge Swifties, and so it was like, okay, you need to stay relevant. It was like, okay, so here's. Now I find him hysterical. So actually, I would probably, if I had to redo this, I'd put his brother up there because Jason's funnier. But yeah, so, but yeah, so this is not a an ode to ego.
Your ego.
Yeah.
This is what that is your daughter telling you have to stay relevant.
Like, yeah, you need to stay relevant. She's like, you need to stay with the times. You need to. And I was like, sure, Jan. Who needs PR when you have teenagers? Like, who needs marketing folk? When just, yeah.
Yes. So, but
Someone
anyway,
in chat said something, and I'm trying to find who said. He said he's like a serial killer with his trophies. He collects. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
he's not giving you anything back. No.
It was designed by Tiffany too. The trophy was. It's gold and made by Tiffany. He's not giving that back.
Not his daughter.
No, the Tiffany that he likes. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, thank you, Cindy. Best tarot reader and sidekick ever. Thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, their decisions were made. Yeah. These people were getting all of that attention, worldwide excitement.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely look at all those trophies. Look at me. Look at I. And he was a gift. I deserve it.
Oh yeah.
It is hard for us to wrap our head around just how vile this guy is, because you out there, you and us, we would never. We wouldn't try to stay in their picture. We wouldn't try to. We wouldn't take.
I would not have been up there. No. Mm-mm.
Or if you were up there, you'd step to the side.
The side. Was he diving for goals? I don't think so.
Right.
No.
Right. Mm-mm. We'd step to the side and we'd be like, yeah, hey, good for you. Yeah, it's hard for us to wrap our head around because we're not thieves.
That part.
Yep. It's time, Rose Blue.
Okay. Y'all.
It's time.
Y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ever since the last time we did this, and I've come on with you, every single time you remind people when we get done that we are not alone. I keep wanting to go.
Okay, but I have to say this. One thing you did miss, Miss Sarah, is yesterday, day before, something like that. I was talking about this a little bit, and someone in the chat was saying, I don't believe in any of that stuff. And I was trying to explain that there's high vibration energy, there's low vibration energy.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be the original Annabelle doll. I mean, it could be, because thought forms are thought forms, and low vibration energy, just like high vibration, it clumps together. Right. When we give off energy, the reason you need to sage your surroundings is the energy we give off, it's kind of a little bit sticky. So when you have your favorite mug, your favorite chair, your favorite, and then it just like builds up.
Oh, yeah.
So it isn't a matter of, well, is this or isn't that? No, there's high vibration energy, there's low vibration energy. So keep that in mind. Okay, yes. But moving on, because this is bizarre. Yeah, and it's getting weird now.
Yeah, and also just to piggyback off what you were just saying, even depending if you come at it from more of a traditional Christian standpoint, okay? For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. If there could be items out there that are blessed, there could also be items out there that are cursed. It's the same energy, just different directions. So I tend to have a mighty respect in that I don't mess with that.
Right.
So just like we will forever just keep putting some respect on our little dapper dude. And is somebody going to move our little dapper guy if it's storming? Somebody needs to move our little dapper dude. Our little. I mean, I'm not doing it, but somebody needs to. I'm not
the male
yes.
doll you're talking
Annie's
about.
boyfriend. Yes. Okay. So, all right, guys. It turns out that Annie is not, in fact, okay. Dan Rivera, the man responsible for Annabelle's jaunt across America, the Devil's on the Run tour, died suddenly in his hotel room on Sunday after taking her to Gettysburg to visit one of the most haunted places in the world. They went to the site of an old Civil War orphanage, which, from what I understand, the matron was a horrible person, and the energy there is like, I'm getting nauseous.
Yeah, don't put your energy there. Just
no, it's bad. It's a yuckadoo place. And so he decided, I don't know if any of you ever watched Mythbusters back in the day, but because they didn't want to teach people how to make actual bombs, every now and then Adam would hold up different containers with their ingredients, crossed out. He's like, and now
blurred out.
We don't put blur with blur. He put blur with blur.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. It really helps.
I love gold too, right? Okay, so
I just think it's saying blurred out, and then it was
mixed blur with blur. Yes,
awesome.
And then we get song 2. Woohoo! Never mind, brain. But
woohoo!
Yeah, right.
I'm feeling heavy metal. Anyway,
yes. So, Dan has passed. I don't know where Annie went. My youngest bonus baby, she's like, well, maybe Annie's still mad because he lost her for a couple of weeks. Maybe she's like, stop.
Well, when they first got there, didn't the entire 911 system in Pennsylvania go down?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then now the man who had decided to take her out in the world and do all of this took her to one of the most heinously haunted places of the lowest vibration, and lo and behold, he is at a relatively young age just
see, it's good to say. He has ceased to be. So what
okay, can they just like take her back, put her in her little room, in her little box, and the priest can come by and bless stuff? Jane says Stephen Miller creeps out Annabelle.
I mean, our girl's got some taste, I guess. Oh, Lordy Jesus.
That was awesome. Whew. Lewis says she needs a foster home. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is spacious.
Ooh, put her in the Lincoln bedroom.
Oh, man. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm not talking about that. I didn't even hear what you said. I'm just, okay. We're going to go through this very briefly. I'll leave that one for last. Oh, we'll make some money. We'll go out and it'll be a big parade show.
It was something.
Yeah, big display. Center card.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No.
Right in the middle. Death card right in the middle. Then Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you could make money by taking her home so she can sit her little evil rear end down in her little box in the corner next to the other evil boxes. Why do they have multiple anyway?
I don't know.
Because they're still woo. So people could come by and pay for the rent or mortgage or whatever, and the donations to the Catholic Church to keep the priests coming by, because this is a card for the reading. Use better judgment.
Yeah. Okay.
Ew, gosh.
So
Gross.
don't they have a vault at the Vatican where they put the really bad stuff? And there's just be like a mirror there and some other things. There's just be like, some rules you have to do stuff. I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. Get off
Okay.
me. Yuck.
So why
Where's the kitty?
Can we get somebody to get the Pope on the line, and Annie needs relocated. Like we are obviously, as a country, we are not mature enough to deal with a demonically possessed doll. Who would have thunk it? The same country that put Trumplethinskin back at 1600 is not equipped to properly deal with a doll. So we need an adultier adult in this situation to come by and scoop up Miss Annie and her little boyfriend respectfully. And they need the penthouse suite down there.
Mm-hmm.
Down there.
But fingers crossed, we won't have to hear about this anymore. But the question is, who inherits?
Well, he wasn't the only. He's got a business partner person.
I hope the business person wants to live.
The way I would divest out of something so fast.
Or you would literally go to the Vatican or the Catholic Church, the Vatican.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I need y'all to.
Why haven't they? I mean, if they have priests coming by,
yeah, I didn't.
Why not just be like,
make a donation?
You have a big scary vault, don't you? Here,
yes.
It's like Warehouse 13.
The church lady. Could it be Satan? Yes. Yes.
We need the purple glue from Warehouse 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need. Where's Artie?
Oh, it didn't even make the news out there? Wow.
But
yeah, like we've proven we cannot be trusted with stuff, so we need an adultier adult in this situation to come fix it. So
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go find some sage.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I thought it was okay, but that energy is just reading on it. It was just like, oh, and it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to. No, it's just low vibration energy. Yeah. I read on politics every single day. I know low vibration energy when I run across it. Just cuddle the kitty. Read. I just started a new Star Trek book. Section 31 book. Bashir.
Very cool.
And go about your life. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here and doing this with us. And Miss Sarah, thank you for coming on. Everything's always better when you're around. You're awesome. All right, so that will do it for us for today. But I will at 3:00. It's 1:20 p.m. here in Chicago and down in Shreveport.
Yes.
At 3:00, Miss Sarah will be starting the creative sprints. I will be along as soon as I can. Where's the gnome? You do it right there. And I'll be back here tomorrow. So thank you, Anthony. Thank you. All right.
I don't have fresh garlic, but I'm gonna go huff on a thing of jarlic for a minute. Maybe that is. Look, I will. I will redneckify this so fast. I'm just gonna go. Just put my nose in a thing of garlic. Yes, I mean, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now we need their cootie shot. Yes, it's. So get your garlic, your sage, your jarlic, whatever you can get. Just and have it and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Oh, I can't breathe. Okay. Of the garlic. So. Okay. All right. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. Believe it. Seriously, there are.
Yes.
Garlic upper.
Look,
Mary, with you.
I'm gonna do what I have to do, y'all. I don't
Now
care.
there's an insult. If you don't want to do a Samuel L. Jackson garlic huffer. Okay. All right. Take care. See you later.